Good morning, and welcome to a special edition of the Werff Report for April 14th, Keeping America Vigilant 2021. CNN exposed. Project Veritas champion James O'Keefe has done it again, this time exposing the deliberate actions of CNN to aid the Democratic Party in ousting President Trump and also removing, quote, problem Matt Gaetz. CNN technical director Charlie Chester was caught on camera admitting that CNN is basically a propaganda machine for the Democratic Party, which we all knew, along with how they purposely show Joe Biden in ways that counter the true narrative of him being old and incompetent, and also how they ran fake news stories related to President Trump's health. Chester also revealed CNN's newest brainwashing agenda, coming to a TV near you, climate change, because according to CNN, fear sells. Take a look at the first video.
I think we got him through this term. We would always show shots of him jogging, him in aviator shades, and like you paint him as a young geriatric.
We were creating a story there that we didn't know anything about. So that's I think that's propaganda.
Look what we did. We got Trump back. I am 100% going to say it, and I 100% believe it, that if it wasn't for CNN, I don't know that Trump would have got voted out.
Our focus was to get Trump out of office, right? Without saying it, that's what it was, right? So our next thing is going to be for climate change awareness.
Do you think it's going to be just like a lot of like fear, like climate?
Yeah, fear sells. Fear sells. No one ever says those things out loud, but it's obvious.
For years, we've heard that CNN is the most trusted name in news, but a CNN director is on tape telling us that they're propaganda, helping a certain political candidate, employees admitting what we've always known to be true.
Trump was, I don't know, like his hand was shaking or whatever like that. We brought in like so many medical people to like all tell a story that like it was all speculation. But he was like neurological damage, like that he was losing it. He's unfit to, whatever. We were creating a story there that we didn't know anything about. I think there's just like a COVID fatigue. So like whenever a new story comes up, they're going to latch onto it. They've already announced in our office that once the public will be open to it, we're going to start focusing mainly on climate. It's going to be our focus. Our focus was to get Trump out of office, right? Without saying it, that's what it was, right? So our next thing is going to be for climate change awareness.
Who decides that?
The head of the network,
Who's that? Is that Zucker?
Zucker, yeah.
Climate change is going to be the next COVID thing for CNN. We're gonna hone it.
Our focus was to get Trump out of office, right? Without saying it, that's what it was.
And that's the question, Mr. Zucker. Why is it so important to hide the truth of what you're really trying to do?
Sounds like the definition of treason to me, folks. That is a direct attempt to overthrow the government. Where is the FBI? Where is the Justice Department? Paid off, doing nothing, being controlled by the Democrats. That's where they are. In a second video, Chester admits to CNN purposely running the stories against Matt Gaetz, saying he's a problem for the Democratic Party and that he could cause a lot of, quote, hiccups passing laws. For those of you who don't know, the left fabricated racy stories recently about Gaetz with 17-year-old girls and entrapped him by setting him up to look guilty when in fact Gaetz was the one who was working to expose corruption. The FBI, who was in possession of a recording that would prove his story of innocence, has remained silent. Of course they would. But listen to how CNN is working to inflame the public against Gaetz so they can get him out of the way.
You guys stand the news propaganda?
Oh no.
Okay, can you define propaganda? I think I know, but how is it? What's the mechanism?
If the agenda is to get Matt Gaetz right now, he's this Republican, he's a problem for the Democratic Party because he's so conservative, right? And he can cause a lot of hiccups in passing of laws. So it would be great for the Democratic Party to get him out. So we're going to keep running those stories to keep hurting him and make it so that it can't be buried and just settled outside of court and just if we keep pushing that, it's helping us. That's propaganda. It's helping us in some way.
Are you hearing this, folks? They are playing the American people like fools. There are some people in my personal life that I love very much who are completely brainwashed because of this, and I'm sure you do too. CNN is a demonic entity that needs to be taken down so America can be set straight. Share the heck out of this video and get the truth out there so people can see it and hopefully wake up from their delusions brought on by CNN before big tech makes it disappear. One good thing happening right now is the Democratic margin in the House has shrunk with the swearing in of Julia Letlow, whose husband Luke Letlow won but then passed in September allegedly due to COVID-19. Julia won a special election last month, which gives Republicans 212 seats in the House and Democrats 218. And since tied votes do not pass in that chamber, if the Republicans all stick together on votes, the Democrats can't lose more than 2 votes to pass legislation. This could cause huge problems for the Democrats and be a saving grace for the United States. So call your representatives on pending legislation, folks. Know who they are and voice your opposition to the radical laws being introduced. Put the pressure on. They truly are afraid of the American people, so don't let them fool you and keep the pot on boil. Thanks for watching, America, and please, if you haven't done so already, support our channel by signing up early for our new platform at thewerffreport.com. Once we finally migrate over, we will not be uploading our segments anywhere else, and you'll need a subscription to watch to help us keep doing what we're doing. We appreciate your support, and we love you all. This has been a special edition of the Werff Report for April 14th, keeping you vigilant, America, 2021. God bless you all, God bless President Trump, and God bless America.